Hey, what's up, guys? Fumogar1 here, and welcome to the NASCAR Fantasy Racing League. And tonight we have a big race for you. We have the Guard Alaska 250 live from Trial Mountain Circuit, and this is going to be an insane race because we have a lot of new people showing up tonight. We have one of the biggest fields we've ever had, especially this season in the NFRL. We have 11 cars. We were going to have 12, except one of the drivers, apparently his power went out. Buffalo in the 45 did, so that is a rotten shame, and that is horrifically bad timing for him. But yeah, we still have 11 cars. Should be a pretty good race. And I'll tell you one thing, these people are pretty bold because they picked Trial Mountain to be the first race that we have a ton of drivers at this season. Now again, we've had some pretty big packs in the Cup Series, but as far as FES and some of the lower series goes, we've never really had a pack bigger than about 8 cars. But so 11 cars at Trial Mountain. It's going to be an insane day for racing. Hope y'all are having a great weekend. It's a good night for racing. Winter's really coming in my area because it was one of those cold, cloudy, windy as crap days. Just brutally cold out there, almost going down to the 30s soon in my area. So yeah, going to be in a little bit more. Not going to be doing too much outside unless obviously work permits and all that. So yeah, going to be racing a lot more. And again, we still go live about 3 times a week as long as we're able to. They just got the race going, so make sure I got my volume adjusted here. Turn that on, turn that off. Go to spectator mode. So these guys have to do 1 full pace lap, and we're going to go through the field for you because we have a lot of stuff to cover before they go green. So down east is on pole, Swan is in second. Got Frankie starting in third, and then Puggy, I did not know this. Apparently Pug is part-time in this series. I thought he completely just pulled out and he wasn't going to race anymore, but he's here. And he's raced, I think, 1 or 2 races with us in the past, so welcome back to him. And he now drives number 88 because number 8 was taken since we all thought he wasn't racing anymore. Starting 5th, the best starting new guy, Fuel Dixon, in the number 1 car for the newly formed DEI team. So yeah, that team is getting started pretty good with a starter in the top 5 for qualifying. Pudge is in 6th place. He's a part-time driver in this series, but he is driving that Rain-X Mustang, and on the hood, let's see if I can get a good view of it. Can't really see it right there, but it is a face from one of the ASDF cartoons, and it says, "I like rain." Definitely like that car today. Lone starting in 7th place. Drathik is in 8th. And back here in 9th, we have another new guy, and this guy is actually joining Stuart Haas for today's race. Jeff in that number 41. There's a few different sponsors on that car, but hey, if you have sponsors, might as well roll with them. Hudge is back in 10th place in that Rocket car. And then G-Body, another new guy, starting dead last, because again, he qualified, but we had some issues with our scoring monitors, and he had to start in the back. But hey, another new driver for the newly formed DEI team. So DEI has 2 drivers in this field today. Stuart Haas has, I believe, 2? So I think Swan and the new guy Jeff are the only 2 guys for Stuart Haas. Pug up here in the 88 car, he's driving for RCR. And I do believe RFK might be the biggest team today because they got Frank, Pudge, Drathik. I can't remember if there's another guy on RFK. This is actually... yeah, I think that's it. And then down east is by himself, 1-car team for Colleague Racing. Let's see, and then you got Lone and Hudge. They are on Petty GMS. So again, 11 cars running around this very intricate, complicated road course. A lot of technical corners to negotiate. We have 2 different restart zones that we will utilize today if it becomes too much of a problem. And again, if you're new around here, please subscribe and switch that notification bell on because we do go live 3 days a week to race. We actually race 4 different series, but in the 4th one I actually race in, so that one I don't stream for obvious reasons. But yeah, we are the NFRL, NASCAR Fantasy Racing League, and we do have slots open if you'd like to race with us. All you need is Gran Turismo 7, and then message CarFreak13 on PlayStation and mention the NFRL, and we will set you up a tryout to go with our admin. Coming down this final section here, these guys are going to form up and take it 2 wide, and then they're going to cross the start-finish line, and they are going to go full steam because we're about to get this race underway. 11 cars, full sending it at Trial Mountain Circuit. This is the Guard Alaska 250. I am so nervous to see what happens. Out of the final corner, here they come. The cars go when the front row gets to the start-finish line. And here they come, boys. Hope it's a good race tonight. Hope all of you watching out there enjoys this race, because I know I will be. Flag is out. We are racing. Pug dives it high there. He's going to take it 3 wide very early on. Huge pack of cars. Downey's got a really good restart. He's going to go off. I think we're, yep, 1 or 2 cars are going to sail it off into the grass back there. Everybody seems to be okay for now. Yep, mostly single file heading off into the tunnel turn. Wow. A lot of things happened there. Looks like HUD's got the worst of it because he's now back in 11th place. Wow, his car is really loose. What a camera view. Wow, look at these cars zooming through here. Big, long, single file line of cars going through here. 41 car dove under the 43 trying to get around him. Still door-to-door going off into the back straightaway tunnel. Malone's going to get the position over him. And again, we have, I believe it's 3 new guys racing with us tonight, and then we have another, at least 1 or 2 of them that did not make it tonight. Looking through the field, the 41 car is going to try again to try to get around Lone. He did not underbrake as much as I thought he would. I thought he was going to really send it. He is under him, though. 2 wide for the spot. Oh, and he gets into Lone. That was a hard little shunt there from that 41 car. He's going to get the spot thanks to that tap. Oh, I think Lone might have just returned that favor to him. 41 falls to the back. 8 car just got under the 28. Downey still leads. Frankie is about 6/10 behind him in 2nd place. So there's so much happening towards the back. I wasn't really watching the front much. Tough, tight corner right there. I thought Frank might have had a challenging spot there to go for the lead. Gap is now back up to 9/10. How about Fuel Dixon, man? One of the new guys. He's up to 4th place in that number 1 car. I do believe that car is sponsored by Menards and Quaker State. Looking back to the field, we really have no drivers who are really contending with one another to get a spot. And again, if you look at the lap counter in the top left, we have 11 laps, but that does count a form-up lap at the start. So stages will be 10 laps, and then 18 laps for the final one. And again, that's a little short, but we have our races made so that they take about an hour to an hour and a half. We don't want to be racing on here for no 2 to 4 hours like IRL NASCAR does it. There's a lot of beating and banging back here. Swan and Frankie just got into each other. That's going to allow the new guy in the 1 car to catch right up to Frankie. Here he goes. He's going to go for the spot. Does he have enough pace to get around him? He does for now. He has the spot. Now they're going down into this very wide left-hander. I do believe the 1 car is clear. I think he completely cleared the 9 car. He is way in front. Let's see if Frankie tries to dive it high. Looks like he will. 1 car is trying to stay below him. Frankie got into the wall a little bit. Yep. Dixon now has the spot over him. Very good. Pudge up here in 5th place. Again, Pudge is a part-time driver in this series, and so is the guy in the 88 car. Holy crap. There is just so much happening right now. Looks like these guys back here are getting a little close. HUDs was able to get back around the 8 car to take over 10th place. Yeah, so again, we had 10 cars to start with when we were doing qualifying. 12 cars were entered at the starting grid, and then Buffalo in the 45. I think he had a good spot, too. I think he was within the top 6 or so in qualifying. And then, unfortunately, his power went out right before we started the race. So again, very unfortunate. But we do have a rule in place where if a driver has a connection issue or a power issue, they are able to rejoin the race after the 1st or 2nd stage. They'll just be automatically scored last because obviously they'll be like 10 plus laps down at this rate. Down East now has a 4.1 second gap over the 44 car. Frankie got back around Dixon for 3rd place, and right now Pug is going to try to challenge him too. Again, all of these league regulars, they all have really good tunes for their cars. They have a great feel for these cars because they've been racing an entire half season with them. Coming out of this corner, going down to the back straightaway tunnel. Pudge got really loose on corner exit there. Let's see if Pug tries to go around. Pug might actually just push him, because technically Pug is on RCR and Dixon is on DEI, so I would assume they have an alliance with those two teams. Here goes Pug to the inside. Oh, and the one car is going to throw an aggressive block right there to keep the spot. That's how you do it. Only on lap 4 of stage 1, but hey, throw those moves, man. Go for it. Oh, they're too wide in a very dangerous spot, but Pug is going to go to the inside. I do believe, yep, Pug's going to clear him. Pug gets 4th place. Pudge is going to try to follow him to the outside of the one car. I almost thought the one car was going to underbrake a lot going into that corner. Now back here we have a little bit of a group of cars here. Huds is up to 8th place. How about that? Lone has fallen back to 10th place. I'm not sure what's going on back here. Huds' car looks really unstable. And again, he drives the number 66 for Petty GMS. Lone got into the 8 car just a little bit there. Holy crap. Wow, man, Lone's actually really slow in the back. He might have gotten a tap by somebody, or he might have just gotten loose somewhere and fell way off of the pace. While all that's going on in the back, wow, Drathig is in 11th place. He's just now entering the front straightaway. What the heck happened to that 28 car? Well, anyways, looking at the front, Down East still has a 4.2 second gap over Swan. And again, if y'all saw the race last night, you might have noticed that Down East led most of the race. Swan was able to get around him once he stopped making mistakes in the last corner at Suzuka. But we had rain that came by about middle of stage 2. That changed up the entire race, the whole dynamic of it. And Down East just simply made a mistake. He went too high in turn 1 where it was still a little bit wet compared to the bottom of turn 1, and he basically took himself way out of contention. He fell back to 3rd place. And then throughout the rest of that stage, he fell all the way to dead last and took a 6th place finish. So you can say that Down East is definitely looking for some redemption here today. Swan is by himself in absolute no man's land. 4.5 seconds to the leader, 5.1 seconds to 3rd place. Pug has taken over 3rd place, and Pudge is in 4th. Dixon has fallen off just a little bit. Although he's still with Pudge. The 2 yellow cars racing together, battling for 4th. You got these two, the 2 blue cars back here battling for 6th. Again, that is Jeff in the 41 car, one of the other new guys. Oh, Frankie got loose. 41 shoots to the inside. He does get into Frankie. That was a hard tap from the 41 car. I'm not sure if that was on purpose or just a little bit of game fidget there, but hey, Jeff still got the spot, so he's up to 6th place. New guys aren't doing too bad right now. Dixon in 5th place, still battling Pudge for 4th. Jeff is right behind these guys in 6th place. Lone right now is up to 9th place. He got around that 8 car. He's now going to battle Huds for 8th place. These 2 guys are Petty teammates, so obviously there's some respect between these 2 that they will show each other throughout this race. Yeah, and the word that I got from some of these new rookies that are racing in this series is they want to race this one first, get their feet wet, kind of get a feel for the league itself, and then in a couple of weeks, if everything goes well, they will transition to the Cup Series and also race there. So if we have a 12-plus car field for the Cup Series, that is going to be insanity. These 2 guys, wow, what a shunt from that 43 car. Lone is, I don't know if Lone's trying to push or get around him, but here they come down the tunnel. What in the heck? Why is Swan in 6th place? What the heck happened to him? Once again, I was looking in the back, just showing y'all what was happening throughout the field, and all of a sudden Swan is in 6th. He just got passed by Jeff on the 41. Now, these guys are teammates. But that doesn't really say much when it comes to racing, because I do believe Swan is way quicker than him. Give you a little in-car action with the 44 car. And we're going to take you in-car with the 41 car because Swan is going down pit lane. So is Frankie. I think they're trying to split this stage in half. So they're pitting at the end of lap 5. Well, I mean, they still have a lot of gas left too, so yeah. So I guess they want to make one pit stop for tires. That is really interesting. Well, if you look at it up here, Pug is in second place, and he is 13 seconds off of Down East. Again, we said Down East right now is buried in 4th place in points. That's just because he missed a couple of the first few races in this series, but now he has, I believe, 27 playoff points, and whenever the playoffs come around, the points will all reset, and whatever playoff points you have will get deposited to your points total. So yeah, we only have, I believe, one more race after this. It might be 2, but I think one more race until the end of the regular season, at which point Down East is going to jump from 4th to 1st with the playoff points. I'm going to get a confirmation on both of those things for y'all. So yeah, he has 27 playoff points, currently in 5th place, actually. 4 points behind HUDs, which he should make that up today. And then, looking at the schedule, yeah, we have just Kyoto Yamagiwa after this race. That will be the end of the regular season. Swan is looking to keep himself locked into the fight for regular season champion, which I think he has that pretty much locked at this rate. Back here, man, Dixon's up to 3rd again. I think he finally negotiated away around Pudge. Pudge, even though he doesn't race this series full-time, he is certainly one of the best drivers we have in this league, and right now he is trying to find a way around this new guy. Look on the left side, you can see the driver list update whenever people come down pit road, and Pug and Jeff both came down this time. Wow, their fuel is really low. So I guess it's going to get a lot of fun in the final stage whenever there's a lot more laps to run. Pudge just got so loose, and I think the grass might have helped him save that thing, because dear Lord. A lot of people on the left side coming down pit road. Pug is down. Let's see. Well, actually, no. Positions are just shuffling right now. Here is Swan and Pug. These guys were both very close to second place before the pit cycle started to go through. See how long it takes Swan to get around him. Well, if he can, that is. I always assume that people can do things based on their outright speed, and sometimes that doesn't mean much. Ooh, we got into the wall on the left side there a little bit. Looking through the field, wow, Pudge is actually falling off of Dixon a little bit. Down East at 15 seconds ahead of second place. Curious when he's going to come down pit road. I mean, he might not, but I don't think he has enough gas to make it all the way to the end. But he will not come down this time yet, so holy crap. If he can make it 10 green flag laps on a tank, that would be insane. Again, another thing about Down East, with that horrible ending to the race yesterday, I can assure you that not only Down East, but Colleague Racing probably really wants to rebound today. And if you look at the math, he could pocket another 5 playoff points, which would jump his total up to 32. I'm not sure what the most is right now for one season, but I actually could pull that up here in a second. So now, second, third, and fourth, they are all pitting. Pug and Swan are both coming through the ranks now, and Swan is still behind this 88 car. And again, the new rule that we officially enabled for this season, it doesn't matter if you're part-time, new, or whatever, if you race with us, you do get scored points. So all of these front runners in the point standings, they are definitely looking to drive better than some of these new guys and get really good points for the day. I'm shocked that, oh god, we have cars that are too wide in the back here. Right here, yep. It's right here. Oh yeah, the camera would not show the 43 car. He was so far to the outside. Okay, these two guys had some problems earlier because the 41 drove lone really aggressive. Oh God, he's doing it again. I'm gonna go hood cam with the 41 because I guarantee you Lone is not happy right now with him. Ooh, 41 just really missed that turn. Back to spectator cam, we're gonna go up here because here's the battle for now second place. Down East is 33 seconds ahead of everybody else and he has not pitted. Coming across to complete lap 9. I'm really shocked that he has not pitted yet. Swan will finally get around the 88 car for second place. I'm shocked that Down East is staying out. His car sounds a little, sounds like he's really riding the gears out, like he's not shifting early. Or no, he is shifting early. He's definitely trying to save gas. He's either trying to make a statement, or he's just trying to see how much mileage he can truly get out of the car. But if he runs out of gas, that would be a big difference in position, because if you get passed by everybody, you know, that's going from 10 points and a playoff point to no points. Because if you finish last here, 11th place doesn't get anything. Back here at Swan, he's taking seconds off of the lead. Obviously, it doesn't matter if Down East can make it to the end, but still, Swan's going full steam right now. He has enough gas and tires to make it. So Down East right now is coming to the end of this back straightaway tunnel. And Swan right now is about to enter said tunnel. Almost looks like the gap he had at Suzuka East a couple of seasons ago in the Cup Series. I do believe that was. Alright, so here comes the big question. Is Down East going to pit? I mean, if you can early shift and make it around, you have 30 seconds to toy with, so I don't think he would lose 30 seconds to Swan, but you never know. Coming down here. Nope, he's going to stay out somehow. Well, I'm going to keep my eyes on this 16 car because I am not sure if he can make it or not. And here we go, coming down the front straightaway. White flag is in the air. 1 lap to go for the first stage. His lap time was 6 seconds off of pace because that's how slow he's going to save gas. Swan back here going full steam. Holy crap, he just missed that corner a little bit, it seemed like. Oh, Pug is hard in the wall. That might allow Frank to catch up to him and challenge him for third place. That'd be an extra point. Looking through the field, I can say this is actually something I am very proud of with these boys. We are going the entirety of stage 1 with no caution. We have 11 cars on the field, so I am very happy to report that, and that is awesome to say with this many drivers on the track at one time. Just scroll through the cameras here. We're going to go in-car camera with Down East, and we're going to see if he can make it to the end. He is shifting so early. Again, I guess he's good, and we can't see any fuel gauge or anything in this camera. I tell you, with everything going and no cautions, we're getting this stage done in about 22 minutes, so it's under 25 minutes for a stage with this many drivers, so that's pretty awesome. Well, somehow it seems like he's going to make it because it sounds like he's shifting even later now, so I guess he's good. He lost about 8 to 10 seconds with the gap between him and second place, but it does not matter. Coming out of the final corner, Down East is the only driver that did not make a pit stop, and Down East will win the first stage of the guarded Alaska 250. I think I just said Atlaska, sorry, so the guard Alaska 250. And he's still got fuel to spare, so yeah, there you go. Great run by that colleague driver. Swan will take a very good second place over Pug. Pug is battling hard to keep Frank behind him. Frank's going to send it wide, try to apex, get around him. Won't be able to get it done, I don't think. Here he comes. Pug through the block. I think he threw it just a little bit too late. But he will hold the spot over the 9 car. Very good job by him. Oh boy. Are the 1 car and the 2 car both out of gas? They both are going to coast across the start-finish line ever so barely in front of cars coming. Holy crap. Okay, that was an absolute mess of strategy there by the back guys. HUD still has gas. Drathik still has gas. G-Body still does as well. Okay, I'm so glad I kept the camera cycling because it looked like the 2 and the 1 ran out of gas at almost the same exact time, except the 2 car had just a splash more, and that was the difference with him getting across the start-finish line before the 1 car. Oh my lord, that was absolute insanity. Alright, y'all, so the results are going to be more than 1 page for this one. Let's see, we got, there we go, there's the top 8. Down East ever so barely got the fastest lap over Swan, so both of them are about even. And then there are your back 3 there. I tell you, man, that was a pretty good stage. Had a lot of good racing, had a lot of stuff to go through the field and watch at all times. That was pretty awesome. Notice how I do not even have a save replay button because that is how full my replays are. But alright, we're gonna, what the heck? We're going to throw these results up on the board. And we will take a short break, and we will be back for the start of Stage 2 for the Guard Alaska 250. Yeah, RM80. Alright, y'all. We are back for stage 2 of the Guard Alaska 250. And today, I just got word that this is one of the possible longest races we've had without a caution flag. I'm saying that on purpose just so we get one. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, it's a pretty decent stage, I would say. Down east back at one point. He was in second place, and all of a sudden he dropped to sixth. I'm not really sure what happened there, but then he was still able to get back up to second place after battling Pug for a little bit there. Yeah, Down East was the only car that did not pit in stage 1. I'm not sure how he made it all that time without pitting, but hey, another stage win, so that's another playoff point and another 10 driver points to his total. That's pretty good. Looking through the field, Pug returning because he hasn't raced here in a while. Pug getting a third place finish in his first stage back. That's pretty good. Frankie battled back hard to get fourth place. He almost had Pug for third, but he just could not complete the pass. Pudge got the bumper over the one car just because they both were out of gas, and they were coasting towards the start-finish line, and somehow Pudge was able to get around him. And looking back, I think Dixon is the highest placing new guy here today, finishing 6th place, which is very respectable, being that this is his first race in this series. Lone Wolf back in 7th, Jeff is in 8th in that 41 car. Hud's 9th, Drathik 10th, and G-Body back in 11th. That 8 car seems to be just a little bit out of balance, but I think they might have tried to make some adjustments to it between the stages. As we look back up at the front, again, Down East is very much wanting to have a good day today, and certainly has the car to do it. Also, he led every lap in that first stage, so he led every lap at the dirt race. Dear God, what the heck is HUD doing? We have a caution under caution. Down East led every lap in the dirt race at Sardegna. And yeah, he's going to try to do that again today and see if he can do it. The only way he doesn't lead a lap is if somehow he gets shuffled around during a pit cycle. That'd be the only thing that could stop it, in my opinion. Either that, or he gets bumped out of the lead, and then he has trouble getting back through traffic. So here we go. Coming down to the choose cone area, it is that. We're going to go hood cam here. That big Texaco sign, that is where the choose cone marker is, so all drivers must pick their lanes and be lined up in the line of choice. I'm not sure what lane Lone is in that, or no, sorry, the 41 car. He was just in the middle, so we're going to have a 3-wide restart back there in the 6th row. Coming around to the front straightaway here, we are ready to go back green for the Guard Alaska 250 live at Trial Mountain. Here they come. I hear the crowd in the background. They are cheering. Green flag is out. We are back racing. Holy crap, the 2 car is going to go to the outside. They are 3 wide for the lead on the restart. No, they are 3 wide for second place. Down East went up to block the 2 car. Pudge is all the way out to the wall. Oh, 2 car sideways. 2 car still sideways. He is actually drifting and saving that race car. Somehow that was not a caution. Pudge just Tokyo drifted that sucker in the middle of traffic. I'll just say right now, that was a great move by him. Did you see the cluster of cars coming out of the tunnel? That looked wild from that one camera view. Lone to the side of the 1 car. Door to door through a very tight corner. Lone gets the spot. 1 car dives back to the outside now. Still door to door. Dixon's trying to negotiate around the 43. Actually, the 43 is well past him now. I don't know what happened to Swan. He fell back to 5th place. He's going to try to get back through the traffic. Looking at the back, Huds is in 8th place. Pudge is in 9th. Doesn't matter what spot Pudge is in. He just made the save of a lifetime without crashing anybody. Oh my God, there's a really slow car. I think there's a laggy car. There is some lag going on, ladies and gentlemen. Don't mind any of this. The 1 car is laggy and somebody else is laggy there in the back. I'm not sure what's happening. There might be a caution out. Yep, Dixon's out. He just lagged out of the lobby. Caution flag is out. That is a rotten shame. Before we started this today, the one car had a connection problem where we were having problems connecting to his voice in the party chat. That sucks, man. Dixon was looking really good in that one car. Again, he was the best finisher in stage 1 out of all the new guys. So everybody's going to get grouped back up here. They are going to ask drivers if anybody needs to pit, and then they will open pit road if needed. If not, they will go green next time by. Now we do have a secondary restart zone. It's actually on the back straightaway by the tunnel, so if nobody needs to pit, I'm not really sure if they want to do a whole nother 2 laps under caution. And again, that's all up to admin to see what they want to do. There's the whole line of cars. We still have 10 cars in this pack. If Dixon can get back in for the final stage, he'll be able to run it still. He'll just be scored last, obviously. I don't know if y'all saw that, but coming out of the tunnel, Dixon, like, through that wide left-hander, he just shot right and came to a dead stop. And then his car was slowly exiting the corner, and then his entire system exited the lobby. So, again, it sucks to see that, but yeah, it's just your first race, not a technical road course, so he definitely proved his own by finishing 6th, I believe, in that first stage. Alright, so we're going to see what these guys are going to do. So the choose cone for this restart zone... Oh, Dixon's back. He left the track, he went out to get some pizza or something, now he's back, he's in pit road waiting for the final stage, he's all good. So if they choose cone here, we will go green with the secondary restart zone. I'm gonna go this camera to look back. Okay, so they're not. I think they're actually gonna go all the way around to the front straightaway and go green there. So, just looking through the field here. Got to keep an eye on Pudge back in 9th place because he's gonna be on a rampage to go back up towards the front because he is one of the faster cars here, even though he does not have much practice on the road courses because he's a part-timer. Also want to keep an eye on Drathik and Huds because they're not slow, except they're a little bit more off pace compared to some of the front runners. So them being mid-pack right now, I'm a little bit concerned about the restart. But again, right here, this group of 3, that's Petty right there. That's all Petty GMS and their entries for this race. Okay, so I still don't know what they're doing because, again, I don't have access to the chat where the admins talk and everybody talks. So, yeah. Will pit road open this time, or are they going to go green? Oh, nope, they're choosing. All right. So they will go green this time, and they will not go green. There's cars coming down pit lane. Dear Lord, this is the longest caution of my lifetime. We had no cautions in stage 1. Everything was fine. Everybody pitted except the 16. Now we barely got about a lap or 2 in, like a half a lap. And now all of a sudden, 2 or 3 caution laps and a pit cycle. Lord. God, this is the Guard Alaska 250. Welcome to the Guard the Yellow Flag 250, because dear God, don't show that thing again. At least 2.5 laps under yellow flag. That's insane. So looking at the player list on the left side, wow, G-Body is up to 3rd place in that 8 car. So thanks to this pit cycle, he has actually now found himself in a really good spot for the next restart. Swan 4th, Huds 5th. The Petty guys got split up a lot, actually. Lone is all the way back in 9th. Pudge is in dead last right now. He must have taken everything on that pit stop. Oh, and that brings up another question. Bandicoot, I see that comment. No, let's not. Yeah, everybody must drive the speed limit. You can still try to pass, but you have to block and hold your position. The speed limit 250, that's what we're going to do here. Alright, so they are not choosing this time, so they will go all the way back around to the front straightaway for this restart. And yeah, G-Body is in 3rd right now. I'm not sure if he stayed out of pit road or if he actually came down pit road and watched, but hey, he's not doing too bad in the 8 car. What the heck are they slowing down for? We have a car stopped in the back. Pudge is dead stopped. So the red flag is being displayed. This isn't even going the speed limit. Now we're just going to stop them to be funny. There you see the pack of cars stopped there out of the tunnel. Again, this will happen sometimes because, again, if a driver has an emergency, like you got to take care of something that needs your attention right away, or you have to go to the bathroom really bad and you're about to quite literally soil your pants, we will display a red flag so y'all can take care of that. That's one of our league rules. Alright, yellow is being displayed again. I just saw in the chat on the left that Dixon left, joined. Actually, yeah, Fuel Bandicoot is right in the comments. They stopped right after a sign that said no stops, or no stopping, so everybody in this race is red flagged, and Dixon is not in the group right now, so yeah, everybody else is disqualified, and Dixon gets the stage win, because he actually left the race before anybody stopped. So there you go, Dixon. Nice stage win, brother. Coming around to the restart zone. This time we are, in fact, going to restart. They're going a little bit fast here. Down East goes in the left lane. Swan's going to follow him in that left lane. Let's see how this goes. Again, I'm watching the 2 car because he's definitely not going to be stuck in last place. He's going to pick his way through traffic the best he can. Cars are getting grouped up. We're going to keep the cameras on the front runners because this is going to be a big restart. After all of that caution time, green flag is out. G-Body goes to the outside, tried to make something work of it. They almost went 4 wide there for a second. 8 cars getting shuffled to the back. This is a massive shuffle of cars. Pug just got turned by somebody. They're still 2 wide in the back here. 9 cars in the grass. Pudge is trying to get around on the outside. Frank is and caution is out. Caution is back out again. I think I might have jinxed everything because at the end of the first stage, I said I was so happy that we didn't have any cautions in stage 1. We had an 11 car field, no cautions. But now all of a sudden the 11th car left and we have 10 cars. Now all of a sudden we're having cautions left and right. Just a note to any other leagues out there, don't have 10 cars, have 11. That's apparently the missing key. Alright, so here's the other good news. They just had a pit cycle. I don't think there's any need to open pit road this time. At least there better not be, I swear. But they should go green this time. And there's that no stopping sign that all these guys deliberately just ignored. Looking to see if anybody's gonna... See, here's the thing. I don't have access to the chat, so I don't know if pit road's opening this time or not. However, there better not be any pit road cycle this time. So Pug got spun. He went to last. Pudge gained 2 spots, now up to 8th place. Holy crap, Pudge is just roasting those tires. Again, man, that was the moment of the race so far. That save and drift by that 2 car. That was an insane move on a restart. Ladies and gentlemen, they are not forming up. Did anybody pit? Are you kidding me? Oh my... I'll just run the rule by you really quickly. If somebody needs pits, they'll say, like, hey, can we go down pit road? They'll open pit road for anybody that needs it. We have a 10-car field, and 1 car needed it. Per our rules, that does mean we will open pit road. But for Pete's sake, we open pits for 1 car. Oh my, this is not my race tonight to commentate. Oh, if this dude would have come down pit road and not taken tires, oh dude, I would have screamed. Don't forget, I'm still a racer in this league myself. I'm just taking a season off right now from the top 3 series. My hauler is still here at the track. I would have hopped in one of my cars, went out there and spun the 88 around, and then come down pit road and come back up here to the booth. That's how mad I would have been. Alright, so they should be going green this time. I actually really wish they would use the secondary restart zone. So when they come to the start of this tunnel, they should choose this time. Are they choosing? No, they're not. Who cares? We'll just keep running under caution. Well, again, had a great first stage, even though there wasn't much to talk about because Down East was 33 seconds ahead of second place at one point, but it was definitely nice to have a lot of green flag racing to talk about and not just this. This is no longer the NASCAR Fantasy Racing League. This is now CS. We are now the Caution Simulator. You got Farming Simulator, you got Police Simulator, you have so many simulator games out there, but you never have a Caution Simulator for NASCAR. If you love the feeling of staying single file, not passing, and going about the speed limit at road courses, come join the Caution Simulator, because dear God. Alright, choose cone. This time, they will be going green this time. Down East and Swan, once again, diving left. Who is that leading the right side? That is Draythick. Dear God help us, we are so screwed. Coming out of the final corner, Down East is so far ahead of the cars behind him. Let's try this again, now entering lap 7. Coming across the start-finish line. And here we go, green flag is out. Draythick got a great push by his petty teammates. Draythick is going to take the lead. The 43 car is going to go with him. Yeah, wow, Down East falls to 3rd place. Finally, a new leader in the house. Got a lot of cars spinning in the back. Pudge is around. He could not save it that time. We're going to see what happens with the caution call. Lone's trying to get back around the 16 car. They're battling hard for second. I think they're still green. And no, caution is out. I repeat, caution is out once again. Dear Lord. So, as much crap as I'm talking about this, it's only the 3rd caution of the entire race so far, so it's really not that much yellow, except with this long of a racetrack, it's just proven to be a long time with each yellow. But now they have finally enacted the secondary restart zone, so we are going to do it this time. These guys are going to go green at the very end of this tunnel, so get ready. This huge pack of cars is going to go sailing into that left-hand corner at the end of this straightaway. I don't know where the end of the tunnel is, don't know where the end of the tunnel is. It's there, right there, coming to it. Green flag is out. Restart, here we go. Down East got a huge shunt from the 43 car. I think Draythick thought about going low. He thought better of it. Lone's going to go low. Here he goes to 2nd place. He got around his teammate back there in the 28. Holy crap. Lone got really loose. He had to get hard in the brakes not to sail it into the 16. It looks like everybody's fine through the field. Alright, Fuel, take care, man. Thanks for stopping in. So Down East does get out to the lead. Swan is trying. That's not Swan, that's Frank. Sorry, it's hard to see these cars from a distance. Frank has gotten around the 28 for that spot. 41 car is going to try to follow him. Jeff is now in 4th place, the highest position driver out of the new guys. Finally completing a lap under green, kind of. It sounds like they're getting so loose in the background. Frank got loose there, almost clipped the grass and almost spun himself out. There are so many cars just roaring through this tunnel turn. Oh, great save by Huds there. He almost lost it. I don't know why the heck Swan is back in 9th place. That's 2 different times now that Swan is just near the back, and I didn't notice it. Coming out into the tunnel, let's check the gap to the leader. It's currently 1.9 seconds. Again, once Down East gets out into clean air, I think it's going to be really hard for somebody to catch up to him. Frank's going to be really pushing the issue here with Lone because Frank is currently second place in points in that 9 car. Dear Lord, Lone is so loose. Frank tried to shoot it to the inside. There was not enough room. Now Pudge has Drathig right in front of him. He's going to try to get up there and try to pass him. That's another point for him. Again, Pudge is part-time in this series, but still trying to hunt them points down. Swan got to the door of the 2 car. Tight braking zone here between these two. They're going to stay too wide. Looks like Pudge is going to get back around him ever so barely, but yep, he does complete the pass. Everybody is mostly single file near the front. Frankie is pushing Lone, even though they're not teammates. I mean, they are an alliance, so actually I take that back. Laps are winding down. Currently on lap 9. Holy crap! Jeff trying to get around Drathig for 5th place there. Watching Pudge and Swan right now because, again, these two drivers, they've had a little bit of a rivalry brewing this season in many different series, but, oh, and Pudge gets into the wall hard. That's going to open the door for Swan to just go right by. Pudge probably has a little bit of damage from that corner. Still keeping the cameras back here because I want to see if Pudge can get back up to him. I think he's going to lose a lot of speed in the straightaway. Well, maybe. He's actually hunting him down. Whatever damage he got from that corner, I think that's going to slow him down. Got Pug pushing Lone here in the back. Down East has a about 8-second lead before the braking zone there. There will be 2 laps to go once they get to the line this time. Again, we've run about half of this stage under yellow flag, so dear Lord. Don't let your ears deceive you. There is currently a lot of sounds of tires squealing going around this. What a crossover move there by the 41, but he's not going to be able to get back around the 28. Oh, they got into each other, though, and now Swan and Pudge are going to enter this mix. We're going to have a little 4-car cluster here before this is over. Looking at the track map, if you look at the top right of your screen, obviously that's the track shape, and then each arrow is a different car, obviously. Sometimes I take a glance up there because you can see troubled cars that are spinning out or whatnot. Swan's trying to get around that 41 car. And again, Swan and Jeff are teammates at Stewart-Haas. Swan will complete the pass. Let's see what happened in this corner. Wow, they just sent it through there. Pudge right up on Jeff's bumper. He's going to try to get around him. Not enough room there. Pudge. Oh! Pudge really was not too hard in the brakes. Look at all the cars going to the outside. Here comes Pudge to the inside. All 4 of these cars are so close together. They're still close together. Pudge and Drathig, RFK teammates banging each other door to door. Drathig just got shot out into the wall. Now once again, Pudge is right behind the 44 with his eyes set on that 44. Another drift, loosey-goosey move by that 2 car. Alright, as they come down the tunnel there, the back guys do. The leader is currently still 3.5 seconds ahead of second place. Alright, here comes the leader out of the final corner coming down the front straightaway. There will be 1 lap to go for stage 2. Wow, he just purpled his best lap too with a 152.3. Just looking through the field here, everybody's mostly spaced out except back where the 44 and the 2 are, man, they were pretty close riding there for a while. Looks like literally everybody's pretty spaced out. I mean, Pug and Frank are a little bit close for second and third, but there's really not much to show there, so just a very spaced out pack of cars on the track right now. And again, for the FES series, this is the second to last race of this season, the regular season, I should say. Next week is Yamagiwa, and that's going to be the regular season championship finale. Then after that, the playoffs start, the points will reset, and it's going to change everything. Because again, Swan is your points leader by a pretty considerable margin, but Down East has the most playoff points. And right now, by a 5-second gap to second place, Down East is looking to try to make that gap even bigger. Again, Down East is having a career season right now in this series. This series is still our Xfinity series, but it's called the Ford EcoBoost series because we're using just the Mustangs. But it's the third season of this series, and again, back when we first started, we didn't have that many drivers show up, so we only had one series, but now we run 4 different ones. We've ran a total of 6 different ones, 5 of which are still running. Coming out of the final corner, Down East is going to do it. Pug looks like he tried to pass Frank or something and just couldn't do it. Down East is going to win Stage 2 of the Guard Alaska 250. Pug is actually going to get around Frank for second. Again, sorry about that. I didn't have the cameras back there, so I don't know what happened. Lone comes home 4th. Swan comes home 5th. There's the rest of your field coming back up there. Shame that G-Body fell back to 10th because, again, he started 3rd place on that one restart, and he just was not able to get a good enough run going. But, again, still the first race. Just happy to have him and all the other new guys show up tonight. So there are your results. Wow, Swan actually got the fastest lap with a 1:51.8. Holy crap. And yeah, there's your rest of the field there. Dixon will still get scored even though he lagged out in the middle of that stage. Alright, y'all. Well, there are your results. I'm going to... Alright, so Dixon's not back yet. If he can get back here, we're going to try to get him re-entered for the final stage. And yeah, hope y'all are enjoying the race. This is the Guard Alaska 250 at Trial Mountain. And we will be back after a short break to start the final stage and declare us a race winner. Alright, and we are back for the final stage of the Guard Alaska 250. And for anybody wondering, obviously this league is not sponsored or endorsed by anybody, like any actual companies or whatnot, so we have the freedom to name whatever these races, whatever we want. We can use whatever companies and brands that we like. And this is, I believe, our first point race ever at Trial Mountain. And I was looking for some, I don't know, some like sprays or something, like bear spray companies, or I don't know, just some sort of wilderness spray company out there for this track. And I found this bear repellent company called Guard Alaska, so that's why this race is called the Guard Alaska 250. Alright, we're going to have 18 laps to settle the winner of this race. Just to update you on a couple of things, Down East has won stages 1 and 2, and obviously he's led every lap so far of this race. He did that earlier this season at Sardegna Windmills in the dirt. So he's trying to become the first driver to ever lead every single lap of a race twice in one season. So basically, if he can get away on the restarts good enough, he will have no problem doing that. But extra restarts and extra caution time will potentially hurt him in that regard. Okay, I'm a little confused. We have 10 cars on the field, but Dixon is here, so who's missing? I do believe Drathik is. Alright, so Drathik could not stay for the remainder of the race, but that's cool, because he definitely has a lot of obligations. As we all do. We all have stuff that we do outside of this league, obviously, so sometimes might not be perfectly on time, might be a little late, but we have a lot of discretion for our drivers, so that's all good. Alrighty, I'll tell you what, man, Pug returning in that 88 car, definitely showing that he's a good driver in this Mustang, man. He's unable to race in any of our other series just because of his obligations, but again, it's always fun to see him race here when he can. Hope y'all are having a great weekend. Looking forward to another football Sunday tomorrow. You're going to hear me say this a lot probably during our future races of this season, but we're coming up on my favorite time of year. It's just October to December is just my favorite time of year. Love the spooky season in October. I love Thanksgiving and all that awesome times with family whenever the temperatures start cooling down and the snow starts coming. Obviously love Christmas. I'm a sucker for Christmas. Probably my favorite holiday, as it is for many other people, but yeah, we get to race in this NASCAR league during all these great holidays, and we're more than likely going to have a Halloween-themed race coming up in the Cup Series, so I cannot wait for that. And here we go, y'all. Final stage, 18 laps to settle it. 40 driver points and 5 playoff points on the line. Here we go. Green flag is back out. Down East got a great start, but Pug got a great push from the 43 car in the second row. See how hard he pushes the issue. He's going to push it very hard. He's going to go to the lead. Down East is going to cross him over and go back to the lead. Got a couple of cars in the wall in the back. Pudge is up to second place. He's way off into the grass, though. He's actually going to try to hold second place. I don't know how he got all that speed in the grass. Pudge way to the outside. He almost took out the 88 car there, but everything's fine. No caution was called for the couple of cars that got into the wall in the back. It looks like they're fine. So we stay green. I don't know where Pudge was at the start of that, but he made up a lot of spots coming through those first couple of corners. Now coming down the back straightaway tunnel, Down East is already out to a 1.5 second gap between him and second place. Wow, got a little bit of a log jam of cars back here. Dixon is already up to 5th place in that one car, battling Swan for that spot. If Dixon is able to have a good internet connection and show up for a lot of races, he might really be a force to be reckoned with for points. Whoa! G-Body underbraked the crap out of that corner. The 41 basically followed him. Wow. Dixon is trying to stay in front of the 44. I think Swan took a little bit of a bad entry point there. He had to get off of it just a little bit. Lone is catching up to Pudge. Almost gave him a little bit of a boop there on the track. Did give him a little bit of a bump. Holy crap. Door to door for that spot. Oh, never mind. Lone might have given it back to him because that was a little bit of an aggressive hit. Ooh, Frankie diving under the 41. I don't know if they just got into each other. Oh, they almost went 3 wide. Almost. I think they are 3 wide. Nope, A car backed out of it. That would have been really dangerous. I think the 41 car just gave it back to him. Lone giving Pudge a massive shunt and a push down the front straightaway. Pug is 1.4 seconds off of Down East right now. Holy crap, I thought Pug was going to send it off the track up into the wall. Pudge just lost it and crashed going into the tunnel. I do believe that's going to be a caution. Pudge back to 6th place. No caution yet. Can't confirm. Go in-car camera with the 16 to see if he lets off the pace here in a second. He is not. Alright, so we stay green. Green flag will stay out. No caution. That's interesting. Lone to the inside of the 1 car. Swan's trying to follow him. Dixon might lose 2 spots here. Yep, they're all going to settle in line. Who the heck is this back here? Who is Pudge with? Okay, Pudge is with the 41 car. Then Frank is with the A car. Wow, there's a lot of 2-car tandem drafting things happening in the tunnel. That was cool to see. Frank with a very aggressive line going through that corner. Pudge almost decided to take a 2 wide with the 41. That's a very bad spot to do that at. Swan got around the 1 car. Now Swan's going to try to chase down the 43. Looking up at the gap between Down East and Pug. I mean, it's still 1.7 seconds. I mean, you expect Pug's going to fall off a little bit, but he's not falling off as much as I thought he would for now. Oh, he's going to get into the wall, and that's going to really hurt him. 2.1, 2.2, He was doing good, though. He's still in it. We have a lot of racing left to go, obviously. We know that Down East can do this last stage on 1 pit stop, which is just insane. Purple lap currently belongs to Down East with a 152.8. Oh, Swan is all over Lone's bumper. Holy crap. Oh my god, Swan actually got loose right there. Dixon might close the gap just a little bit. Looking back here, Pudge is in 9th. Not sure why he's back there. I thought he was still battling the 41 car for that 1 spot. Oh my lord! G-Body just got into him. Now he's back to 9th place. Well, trust me, if you get on Pudge's wrong side, that's not going to work out too good for you. Pug continues, he just falling way off the pace. 3.8 seconds now. Swan and Lone are, looks like they might work together down this back straightaway into the tunnel. Because once again, me being tired during one of these races. Lone actually got a really good gap over the 44 going down that tunnel. Looking at that display in the top right, again, there's not too many groups of cars that are kind of close together. Swan and Lone both got ridiculously loose through that corner. This might be where Swan tries to make his room. It's going to be a tight braking corner here. Oh, it almost looked like Lone underbraked to keep the position. Well, it worked. Jeez, gap is now 4.4 seconds. The Down East just ran back-to-back purples. 8/10 difference. He just made up 8/10 on that last purple lap. Dear God. Trying to see where Pudge is at. Pudge is now trying to get around the 8 car. Again, 8 car looked like he kind of doored him last time in that tunnel turn, so Pudge is probably either looking to return that favor or just get around him. I'm really, I don't want to say shocked, but I'm a little surprised that Lone is actually holding this spot. Oh god, I think Swan just gave him the bumper. I was about to say I'm shocked that Lone is holding this position over the 44 car, but yeah, now he's not. But if Swan just gave him the bumper going through the tunnel, Lone really might try to repay that favor. Don't forget, y'all, the Cup Series is going to be coming here on Monday. Not a themed race, so obviously guys can run whatever cars they want to. Back here, Frankie's trying to draft off with Jeff and see if he can get any speed down this tunnel straight away. Pudge is by himself. Hudds is in a different zip code in the back there. Swan got a really good corner exit. He's able to gap Lone ever so slightly. Lone is almost sideways, getting every ounce of speed he can out of that car. Gonna go hood view with this 43 because you can see he's staying right with Swan. Oh, we got really loose there. That's gonna help Swan get away just a little bit. I love going to these different camera angles during a live race. Holy loose race car from the 43. Holy time he's making up in that 43. If he can get into that draft, he might be able to stay up with these boys. There's a car coming down pit lane. G-Body in the 8 car. Gap is now 6.3 seconds to the 16. And wow, Lone actually got back around Swan. That is insanity. Swan tried to dive low. I think Lone might have hopped back in the gas just to keep the spot. If y'all are wondering, oh god, if y'all are wondering why the headlights on these cars come on in the tunnel, they're automatic. It's not like the drivers are purposely hitting a button every time they go into the tunnel. So yeah, don't mind that. Frankie did get around the 41. The 41's trying to stay with him. Everybody's just kind of spread out right now. They're all doing their own thing. G-Body is now very behind because of that pit stop. Well, and this time when they come around to the start-finish line, why don't we do an NFRL crank it up and let these motors scream around this racetrack. It's funny, this track is a fantasy track that's based around mountainous forestry areas, and it just... you can almost hear the nature whenever these cars drive by the really thick forest areas. Alright, so do this for a couple of laps. Well, actually, that's going to be a few minutes here, but actually, let's do an NFRL crank it up. Alright, and that was a crank it up to let the sounds of these engines be really loud there for a few minutes, and we do have a caution on the field. I'm not sure what caused it either. You might have saw that one time where Swan got really close to lone right before the tunnel turn, and then, yeah, just spun out and lost it, overcorrected, but yeah. They're going to display the red flag. They're going to stop these cars before pit lane. And they will go down pit lane this time. See if I can get the camera to change a little bit here. That's not much better. I say there's only like 2 or 3 camera angles for this turn. Really? Okay, whatever. Holy crap, I think that was Pudge that just came smoking into the situation. Here, I can just do this camera view. Just scroll through the cars and look back. And I've mentioned a few times, obviously, I don't have the chat in my ears, so I do not know. I don't know what brought out this caution, but obviously something happened. Curious to watch the 8 car on this G-body, because if he does not pit, he will take the lead. Alright, so pit road's open. Do believe everybody's going to come down this time. Watching the 8 car. Oh, and look at that. We do have some guys that are going to come out. They're going to stay out, rather. 2 of the new guys and HUDs will all stay out. Wow. So now I'm watching something else here with his pit stop. That was one of the most obnoxious horns I've ever heard in my life. So this does make one thing change. Jeff is going to get scored leading. I think Down East came into his pit stall before these guys came around, but again, how they do pit road is just so funky, so I do believe Jeff is going to get scored leading that lap, and he'll also lead the next lap, obviously, because he's the leader. So yeah, that means that Down East will, in fact, not lead every lap of this race. That's crazy that a caution and a pit cycle is going to keep him from doing that. So now, Down East is in 4th, Swan is in 5th, and now those guys have a big problem because, once again, not meaning to be offensive, but I just call it as I see it. 3 of the slower back-of-the-pack cars are now going to be 1, 2, 3 in the next restart. Definitely something to be a little worried about if you're the faster cars in the middle of the pack. Oh, this is going to be an absolutely... This should be a wild restart. The top 3 are all slower backpack cars, and Jeff, he's quicker than the most of them, but again, Jeff is still back of the pack for most of the day today. But if these guys split up and go left-right, the front row is literally going to be new guys racing in their first race today. Oh, y'all better buckle up. I don't mean just the drivers, I mean everybody watching. Y'all better be ready for this restart. And plus, with these guys being out front, you really don't know what they can do. You don't know how much speed they have if they're in clean air. But now they're going to have a good restart and hope that the guys in the back start racing each other hard, because that's going to be about the only chance you have at getting out to a lead. This is so bad. Like, I want to put the camera on Down East or Swan, because I think one of them or both are going to go to the front rapidly. But again, they might get caught up in something, and the front runners here might run away with it. So definitely going to keep the camera on the leader, although I'm going to be watching all around the back. I do not know how long this stream has been going for. Probably a decent bit. Actually, I think I can see. Hour and 40. All right. See if we can get this race done in under 2 hours. Probably not. All right, they are formed up, and they did split up, so the front row are first-time drivers of this league and series. So here we go, folks. It's going to be a big-time restart. And now there's Haas boys lined up in the left lane, I do believe. Or is there not? I can't tell. Okay, no, there's not. All right, coming down to the start-finish line to the restart. Let's see who jumps out first. Green flag. I think Huds just gave an incredible start to the 41 car. Oh, and G-Body just punted the 41 off, and that's going to be a huge pile up in the back. Tons and tons of cars are all around into the fence. Caution flag is back out. The 8 car just underbraked and completely was unaware of his surroundings. Just punted the 41 into oblivion. Holy crap. Once again, I'll apologize because we do not have instant replays or anything with this, just being a game, obviously, but shocks, man. 41 car actually got in a decent spot. I didn't think G-Body had that good of a start at all, if I'm being honest, but then all of a sudden he was to the inside of Jeff and just punted him off into the wall. Well, the 8 car keeps the lead. They do form up this time. They will go green this time. Now in the front row we have 8 and 44. Swan is one of the faster cars here today, so he's going to try to time this restart and get a good one going here. Oh, these cars are really, really spread out coming to this restart. Here we go, there's the line. Green flag is back out. We're going to try this again. 8 cars seem to get a little bit of a better jump. Pudge up the middle. Pudge leaning into the 44 car hard. I think they were 4 wide there for a second. That was wild looking. Lone up to second. Hud's up to third. Swan has fallen back to 4th place. 8 car just underbraked. Lone's going to try to get under him. Can't do it. Yes, he is. Here he goes. Door to door for the lead. Oh, and Hudds is to the inside of the 43, going to give him a little bit of a shot. Hudds is up here battling for the lead. Door to door, 3 wide. They are 3 wide for the lead coming down into the last corner. Oh, 8 car hard into the brakes. Huge cluster of cars. Down east just shunted the 8 car out of the way. Holy crap. How about Hudds? He is up front and he's going to lead a lap for Petty GMS. Petty is currently running 1-2. This is just the middle of the race, but it is absolutely insane to see 2 of these Petty boys up front. Wow. Oh, Swan got really loose in the back there. I do believe they're door to door. Yep, Pudge and Swan side by side. Oh, Swan just... He's sideways. Another car got into him. I do believe that's a multi-car crash. That should be a caution flag. Waiting to see the call. Yep, that's a caution flag. Holy crap. Now the question is, do they form up at the top? What the heck happened? Sorry, I went to this camera because I could not tell if somebody got into one another there. Alright, so they will not form up right here. I do believe they're going to go around again. How about Hudds, dude? This is insane. Again, Hudds is one of the, I would say, he's still developing as a driver. You know, he's taking in tips. He's getting a lot of advice from his team owner, Lone, because literally his team owner's right behind him in that 43 car. But we've all been telling Hudds, just keep your foot in it. Obviously, keep your heart in it, because he is a very, very devoted racer. He loves what we do here in this league, and he loves what he does behind the wheel of that race car. And again, he's never won an NFRL race. And again, we all think his time's coming. He's going to get one of these at some point. And again, just he's leading this race right now at Trial Mountain. I know it was just a hectic restart between 2 of those new drivers, but still, you're leading. That's all that matters. And Petty right now running 1-2. I'm not sure if Petty has any other drivers in the field today. Oh, it was Buffalo, but he's not, he couldn't connect. Or his power went out, sorry. Alright, so let's see if they form up this time. Pit road will actually open this time. Down east will stay out. And the 41 will stay out. Alright, so Down East will go back to the lead. Jeff will remain in second. Jeff got royally screwed on that one restart before, so he's probably looking for redemption himself in that 41 car. Now, looking at the laps remaining with the fuel, I do believe if everybody... So I can see why they're pitting, most of them. Hud's from this spot's not even going to take tires. He's just going to fill up. Lone beat him out. Alright. We've never really done this before, but why don't we go in-car camera with the 66 here. Like I said, man, Hud's, he's just overdue for a win. He has the ability. Sometimes he doesn't have the best car. Sometimes just things go wrong with his car, like brakes don't work properly, this, that, and the other thing. But his time's coming, man. Especially at an oval, when drafting and teammates is the main reason for winning. You never know, man. So fingers crossed that Hud's has a good race day and he finally gets the victory lane at some point. And like I said before, Hud's is literally one of the... he's the nicest person we have in this league. He's always just in the best mood. He always makes us all feel better with, you know, the stuff he talks about. He's literally British. He's across the pond. He's racing at like midnight, 2 a.m. his time because he loves what we do here. So, again, very, very hopeful that Hud's will make it to victory lane someday. And I do believe he will. Alright, y'all, they formed up in the back tunnel, and they will go green this time. I do believe Down East is going to get a great start on the inside line, so the 41 car better be careful. Here we go, to the restart zone. Yep, Lone gave Down East a really good shot there. Oh, and I believe that was Hud's to the inside. He's going to try to go to the lead from the back. I think they might be 3 wide. They are 3 wide. That somehow worked itself out. Oh my god, they're getting into each other. Hud's almost sent it into the 43. Didn't work. They are 3 wide in the back. Pudge got loose. Still 3 wide right here. They are 3 wide. Swan's back there thinking, which lane do I go with? I have 3 to choose from. And they're going slow enough to where caution is out. Pug is back there wrecked. You can really tell that everybody is starting to not care how hard they push it, because everybody is pushing it right now to try to win this race. And again, this is the first race ever at Trial Mountain for the NFRL. We were going to do a race here last season, or it might have been season 3 actually, but we were going to, and then it got canceled. We just went to a different track. Again, the one thing I'll say is, we are NASCAR, and obviously, IRL NASCAR runs on road courses, but it's not the main focus. Now, obviously, they have tons of oval tracks they can go to because, you know, they're in real life, whatnot, and we are stuck on a game to where it doesn't have many ovals at all. Like, we only have 2 tracks that technically count as ovals, and then we have 1 or 2 other tracks that could technically be counted as a speedway, like a super speedway, where there's very minimal turns. But yeah, this season, we're going to more technical road courses because we wanted to see what these drivers can do. Now, I guarantee you nobody wanted to see Down East get out to a 30-second lead at some point in this race, but again, we're going to use this season as a big motivator to see what we do next season. It's going to take a lot of input from the drivers, see what they like, see what they hate, and then next season we're going to culminate a new schedule. That was choose cone. Alrighty, here they come. Once again, restarting, going down into that wide left-hander. There's still a lot of racing left because with 2-minute lap times. Speaking of lap times, Down East ran a 151.4. Just noticed that on the left side. Here we go. Down to the restart zone. Green flag is out. 41 car did not push the 43. Pudge is going to dive under Hud's. Ooh, Down East might have gotten into the wall on the inside. We have cars around in the back. Trying to scroll the camera back. Frank and Pug are around. That is a multi-car crash. That will be another caution flag. So I do believe they're going to do choose cone right here and now, or at least they should. They can just go green right here on the, or at the start-finish line. I think there's a lot of people that just want this race to be over with right now. So down east is just, he has the fastest car. He's in position. He's just hoping that he can get away with this. Coming down to choose cone. Let's see where they all line up. Down east just shoots to the left side. 41 car is going to follow him. Pudge is right behind Lone, and Swan is behind Pudge, so that right side is really stacked right now. Down east has two of the newer guys right behind him, so I'm not sure if his line's going to get going that good. Alright, here we go, y'all. Coming down to the start-finish line. The green flag will come back out. I'm watching Lone. I think Pudge is going to get a great start in that second row. Coming down to the line. Green flag is out. Lone got a great start, but not not via any help from the back. Ooh, Down East was to the 43's inside, but Down East I think backed off a little bit not to cause any problems. Whoa, Pudge got really loose in that corner. Down East is going to just dive bombing into that corner. Actually got around him and gave Lone a little bit of a quarter panel there. Almost got him loose. Lone is all over the bumper of that 16. Pudge is trying to catch up to Lone. Nothing happened in the back. We're still green. They're very single file and very spread out in that pack. Oh, Lone looked like he was trying to dive bomb that corner. Oh, and he's going to get into the wall. He's going to fall way off pace with that. Just like that, within two corners, Down East already up to a huge lead over Lone with 7/10 of a gap. It's going to come down a little bit down this straightaway, but it's not going to be enough to really close up on him. Once again around that big left-hander. Oh my lord! Pudge and Lone both got synchronized loose right there. Swan is back here stuck behind the one car. Now he's got Pug looking up his rear bumper. Whoa my lord! 41 car just got into Frank and near shunted him into the wall. Frank's going to try to go back around on the inside. Looks like he will get the spot. Huds is trying to pass the 41. Lots of action happening in the back of the pack tonight. Lone is still holding second over Pudge. Look at that just log jam of cars back here. Oh my god, I hear a wall. I think Lone just got into that wall really bad because Pudge is starting to just catch right back up to him. Wow, that was a crazy view of all those cars. Down East once again out to a huge lead. Swan is trying to push the one car down the front straightaway, see if he can gain any time. Pudge is once again on Lone's bumper. I'm not sure how fast Pudge is because, again, he's been kind of stuck mid-pack most of the day. But he does not want to get held up by the 43, so he might really try to push the issue and get around him. We're still green. The laps are winding down. Down East is just hoping there's no more yellows because, in all honesty, that's probably the only thing that could take this win away from him. Down East is obviously not going to get beat by any of the other drivers by pure speed. So yeah, Down East wants this to run all the way green and just finish. But the way some of these guys are driving, man, they are so close together. If a multi-car crash happens, it will be an automatic caution. Oh my gosh, Pug is really close to Swan. Pug wants to get around. He wants to get around right now. Wow, did you see that dive by Frankie in the 9? He went into the corner really fast, basically got to the 88 car's bumper, and then just fell way off with that line. Oh, Frankie got into Pug and just drove him really hard into the wall. Okay, I'm not sure what Frankie's deal is at the moment. I'm trying to watch these two because, again, I don't know what the problem is. Frankie's going to get the spot, but again, he just got hard into the 88 car, so let's see what happens here. Leaning into each other. Pug got the drive off. He will get the spot back. Again, really not sure what that issue was. There's 4 laps to go. I'm going to keep the camera back here at the moment because, again, it looks like Frankie might be mad about something. those cars look so unstable, like they're getting so much turbulence through that section. Once again, man, Frank looked like he just eased off of the brakes and tried to get into him. Again, this is all hearsay for me up in the booth, and I don't know anything about what's going on, but I'm just going by what I am seeing, and it does not look good between these two cars. I think they both actually missed that corner. They're running so hard. Gonna back up. Wow, Swan tried to get around the one car. I'm not sure if he blocked or if he just decided to push him in the end. And now Pug has a huge gap over Frankie. Swan's going to stay with the one. Nope, now he's going to go to the inside and try to get around him. Because again, Swan right now is your overall points leader. Frankie goes a little bit, or Frankie dove it all the way to the inside. Pug tried to stay a little bit to the outside to get a better apex off the corner exit. Ooh, Lone went really to the really far to the outside on that corner. We're getting close now to the end of this. Pug did get around Dixon. Now Dixon's going to fight back and try to get back around him. That's going to let Frankie catch right back up and be in this mix. Frankie tried to go to the inside. Dixon blocked it. Here he comes to the inside. Frankie tried to cross him over. That didn't work. Jeez, they're into the wall. This is a tight battle between these three. I would say that Pug is probably the best car out of these three, so I think Pug should be able to drive away unless the one car is able to get in his draft. Now Frankie just got basically double blocked by that one car, so let's see how aggressive he pushes it through this corner. Frank almost went, he basically put all four in the grass right there. He's now has two in the grass on the right side. Through the tunnel turn, one car looks really loose. Side by side up in front of him. Swan is trying to get around Pudge because Pudge has fallen off a little bit. He's now way off alone, actually. Ooh, Swan had a better corner exit. I do believe he's going to try to get him here. Nope, not quite. Might do Swan good to maybe push Pudge through this tunnel straight away here because it might help them both get up to second. Dear Lord, Frankie just turned and spun the one car. That might be a caution. That might be a caution. No word yet. Caution's out. Caution flag is out. These guys will have to go green this time in order to go green before the green-white checkered. Oh my gosh. Down East had a 7 or 8 second gap over second place. And now Frankie just got into the one car and brought out a caution. And yeah. They would have to go green this time. I'm waiting for word from somebody. They might just go to a green-white at this point. Nope, alright, nope. They're going to red flag it. Red flag is being displayed. Well, this is going to be an insane way to end this race. Everybody at Colleague is probably just going insane right now in their pit box because, again, they have... Here we go. I'm a little nervous right now. I'm kind of on the edge of my seat. Pudge and Lone in the right lane, Down East and Swan in the left lane. Oh my gosh, this is going to be an insane way to end this. Now, if another caution comes out before they take the white flag, that will in fact be a green-white checkered. However, if they make it back to the white flag, the next flag will end the race. Everybody is formed up. The two fastest guys are starting 1-2 in the left lane. Two challengers in the right lane, 1-2. Green flag is out. Great push from both of the second row cars. Lone's trying to keep his foot in it. He's trying to stay on Down East's door. Could not stay there. Down East does get the spot. Pudges to Lone's door. Nope, that won't work. Swan is now to the inside of Pudge. That is exactly what Down East wanted to see. Because nobody is going to catch up to Down East in pure speed. Swan is now door-to-door with the two car. Two car is still going to try to get that spot. Swan let out of it. He did not wall the two car. Well, if you're down east, you're hoping that you just get back to the white flag. If you're anybody else, you're hoping for a caution. Jeez, this is a humongous group of cars. Swan got around Pudge to the outside. Ooh, and look at Pug trying to push Pudge. Yeah, Pudge is to the inside of Swan. These two guys drafting to try to get around that 44 car. Stuck together, they are glued. It's a great move by both of those cars to get around Swan. Pudge is hard in the brakes. The 41 car got into Swan hard from the back. Don't know if that 41 knows, but that is his teammate. I do believe they were 3 wide there for 1 split second. Down East just has to get to the start-finish line. That's all he has to do. Pudge to the inside of Pug. Let out of it just a little bit not to kill him. And here we go. Watching Down East. All he has to do is get to the start-finish line. Still watching this back group here to see if anything happens. Frank dove left, then thought better of it. Looks like everybody's fine coming around. This is what Down East wanted to see. All he has to do is get to the line. Everybody's smooth in the back, and here we go. Across the start-finish line. 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. You better believe nobody is going to catch Down East. It's basically just a battle for second at this rate. Pug has been really good today. He just pushed Pudge down that back straightaway. Really made up some time on the 44. Speaking of Pudge, he's back in 7th place. I'm not really sure what happened there. Going to see if this 88 car can get up and challenge the 43 for second spot. He's already almost up to his bumper, so this could be a decent battle before this is over. Ooh, he tried to send it in a little bit wider. That is going to get him all the way up to his bumper. Tried to go to his door right there. That wasn't the best choice. Oh, on corner exit, Lone slammed the door shut, but he is still right there on his bumper. Looking back here, Swan is trying to stay on Frank's bumper. Oh, nope, Swan's going to dive low. These two are the top 2 in points right now for FES, and they are battling for every point. Now Pug is to the door for second place. 2 great battles right here, folks. Pug sends it all the way to the bottom. Lone tried to cross him over. Oh, and Lone's going to turn him coming out of that corner. Oh, my gosh. Pug is going to lose out. He's not going to take second. Frankie just sent it in there. I think he thought he might have had a move on the inside, but that wasn't going to work. With all of this happening, we're looking back up at the leader. Down East is home free. Just has to make 2 more corners. Wow. Oh, my gosh. Swan is going to look to maybe even try to get second. I don't think he's going to get all the way there. Out of the final corners. Here he comes. Down East is going to win the Guard Alaska 250 at Trial Mountain Circuit. Swan is not able to get up to Lone. Lone is going to have a very respectable day in that 43 car, taking second place for Petty GMS. Pug got dumped coming out of that left corner out of the straightaway. He's going to come home 7th place. Well, besides the lead, that was a massive... oh, my lord! I don't know if Pug was out of gas, but he almost got beat by the 1 car. All right, well, tell you what, man, that was a great drive by that 16 car. Even with all those cautions happening there at the late points, and even with that last caution that happened, he's still able to hold on and win this race. We're going to get him on the horn here in a second to interview him. Going to show these results here. Again, man, that was a great finish for Lone, rallying all the way back up to second place. There's the other 2 there. I'll save that for myself as well. I do believe Down East will officially get the fastest lap of the race with that 151.4. Could be wrong on that, but I do believe that's the fastest. And this is the official race finishing order. And again, Jeff in that 41 car is actually the best finishing new guy tonight in the final race results. Then Dixon is back there in 8th place in the 1 car. Then G-Body brought it home in 10th place. Really good race tonight with lots of drivers. Again, we had 12 drivers slated to start. Then the 1 driver, his internet gave out. Or no, sorry, his power gave out. He was just completely off the grid there after we started. And then Drathik had to leave after the 2nd stage because of his obligations. But still, very happy with how this race turned out. Very happy to have all these new guys join us. And again, if you like what we do here, please message CarFreak13 on PlayStation and mention the NFRL. We will set you up a tryout with one of our admin. And again, we run 4 series. Literally, we run 4 times a week. Have a lot of fun with what we do here. And we would love to have y'all join us if you'd want to race with us. Just waiting for them to start the cooldown process here. Again, I don't know what happened there with the 43 and the 88, but I don't know if it was just a late block on the 88's part, or maybe Lone just did not let out at all when the 88 came up the track. But either way, man, Pug was in position there to take second place, and it didn't work out. We're actually going to not display the results here. We'll give them a second to give Down East a bump and whatnot, and then we will get him on the horn. Also, shout out to, this is not a sponsor endorsement, but shout out to Starry, because I recently got a couple bottles of that yesterday, and I love having me an ice cold Starry for these race nights. Alright, so let's hop into race chat here in a second. I will get these boys talking here. Again, I always wait for a second, because usually right now they're talking, they're congratulating the winner, doing all that crap, and then I just wait for most of the drivers to drive on by. Oh man, I do believe the stream did go over 2 hours, because again, that was a very long race. Man, look at all these cars, man. We had 2 of our daily starters that actually did not make it after the second stage. So again, the fact that we still had 10 cars, I love seeing that. Alright, let's hop into this chat.
Ow. Oh, shit.
Down East, this is Formal Guy stuck up in a tree somewhere. You got me?
I got you, Squirrel. I mean, Car Freak.
Oh, funny, aren't we? So, at one point during this race tonight, you had a 30-second gap. I think that was in stage 1 due to your strategy with not pitting. You led every lap through stages 1 and 2. It sucks that with that one fuel strategy or the one pit cycle, that the 41 car got scored leading a lap or 2. But either way, another weekend sweep. I think it might be your 3rd or 4 millionth this season. So either way, setting records left and right. How are you feeling after taming this new god-awful version of Trial Mountain?
I mean, overall, I feel better compared to how yesterday went. So it's kind of nice to, you know, redeem myself after the bass we had yesterday. So, no, I feel pretty good, I guess. At least, I guess winning today made me feel a little bit better.
I'll tell you the biggest thing, man. I read out the standings a couple of times during the race today to just fill everybody in. You currently have 27 playoff points, and now you're pocketing another 7. So you're going to have 34 playoff points. And again, next week, we're going to Yamagiwa, one of your best tracks, to my knowledge. And then right after that, to start the playoffs, whenever you eventually take the points lead, we're going to Suzuka East. I mean, I know that Colleague came into this series basically unknown due to their lack of racing, but you not only put them on the map, but you might be taking home a Vince Lombardi trophy at the end of this season.
I mean, I didn't think, you know, I would get this many wins under my belt this season, and honestly, I'm kind of glad that I won today, because if some of the people in the league know, on Monday I'm gonna be having a certain appointment IRL, and the result of that may decide the fate of the remainder of my season. So, depending when this thing happens, I'll announce it on Monday. If it kind of cuts my season short, I'm definitely gonna push myself harder for the rest of the season for as much as I can.
Well, listen, man, on a personal level, just person to person, I know that you fully filled me in on what that thing is that you're doing, and I must say, with full sincerity, I hope that it goes well. I'm very hopeful that everything's going to work out. You're not going to have any issues with it. And I can tell you, I know for a fact some people don't like you because of your speed. That comes naturally. But with what you're having done on Monday, I can inform you fully that the entire NFRL stands behind you, and I hope that everything goes well, brother.
I mean, I know that everyone here sometimes calls me Coffee 2.0, which I guess sometimes I am. I don't definitely feel like I am, but no, it's definitely great to race with everyone here, especially to see what it's like racing with everyone that's here. So it was great to have some new guys, some new faces in the league tonight.
Well, hey, man, enjoy burning that car down to pure sheet metal. Again, good luck on Monday, and if you're able to continue racing the rest of the season, just good luck with the rest of the season. Not that you need it.
I'll try the best if I can, but thanks.
Well, y'all, that was a pretty hectic race after having a caution-free stage 1 and then having a caution-filled stages 2 and 3. But, like Downeast just said in his interview there, a huge shout-out to the new guys that came out, because I'm showing the driver list here. G-Body, Jeff, Fuel Dixon, and even though Buffalo has raced with us last week, he still is technically new to me, so he still came out and tried to race tonight before the entire power grid at his headquarters went out. So he doesn't even exist right now. He's just gone. But thanks to him for showing up. Also thanks to Puggy for showing up again, because he has not raced in quite some time. So much so that his number got donated away. That's tough. But again, thanks to everybody for giving us a 12-car field when this night started, and even though we only finished with 10, that is still more than certain leagues out there. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I saw a bunch of people pop in tonight, and also thanks to, I think your name is Fuel Bandicoot, for commenting a little bit earlier. That was fun. And again, Cup Series races here on Monday. Don't forget to catch the live stream for that. And also, next week we have a mess of different tracks happening. And also, next week is the regular season finale for FES, so don't forget to check out that live stream, and also for Oshkosh. Oshkosh will race at Root X on Friday. So thank you all so much for watching. This is the NASCAR Fantasy Racing League, and we will see you next time.